Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 7. So, between episodes I've done not too much. I cleaned this up. I took all the cables out and everything. There is still a cable that goes underneath this, because that's feeding this. Still got all the glass bottles, the, what's this called again? Iridium. Or, no, wait. Iridium. Yeah, I got that right. Cool. That's still going. Elf steel. All of my bees are still chugging away. I am currently creating. If I go to laser, is it Z or is it Z even, or is it laser? Wow, these take ages. I did create the right thing, right? Laser base. Laser drill. These take flipping ages then. Yeah, wow. Why is it taking so long? Is it because of the advanced... The simple machine frames? Ah, that's what takes so long. Plus it needs to make loads of rubber. I need 2 of these, by the way, because... Yes... I'm going to make 2 new laser drills. So we might get to that at the end of the episode if that's finished. If not, we'll do it next episode. But the laser drill we've got out here is ridiculous. As I said. Oh, hello. Obtainium. This is just doubling it, by the way. All of this is because I tried to dump all of this on my my crushing spirit. He's not quick enough. Or he's not quick enough to get through the backlog and then start crushing more. It was just going to drop on the ground and then despawn the way that I had it working. So I think we're going to get into a bit of occultism at some point in this episode. And the reason is, you can get a spirit that picks this up from a chest, picks up any sort of raw material from a chest, and then runs it over to one of those ore crusher dudes. So what we do is we just like pump all of our raw unobtainium ore into a chest, and then it runs it over to the dude and he crushes it up, and then we'll have another like exporter somewhere into probably an unobtainium furnace, because they're really good. But yeah, I think we're doing decently well. I just need to wait for those, don't I? So let's go back to base. I'm trying to think of other things I could do just for a bit of cleanup. Ooh, I have an idea. Is it, how do you spell pedestals? From ours. Yes, these ones. Arcane pedestals. I didn't mean to type that E. Just before you say anything, I didn't mean to type that E. Okay. At ours pedestals. We need to make some more of this arcane stone. Why have we only got 1? I swear we set up in the nether. Wherever there is. Didn't we set something up that converts lapis? Oh, it was going into this chest. Oh, okay. Ah, cool. Look at that. We got 8 stacks of source gems. Perfect. That is good for us, because this is what I wanted to make. Someone was saying instead of using... Oh, look at all of that stuff right there. Instead of using this, what we can do is... that. And as you can see right there, it does put the items into this. And then this, I hope, will burn it. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but fingers crossed. And we only have 1 of those. That is absolutely fine. We are going to do the same thing on this side. Quickly get rid of that. Stick a pedestal down. Cool. That was one of the comments that people were making, was use a bit of a pedestal and it will just pull from the pedestal. I hope that's how it works. I'm sure we'll find out soon if it's not how it works. But anyway, that's one thing done. Let me go and have a look at a few more comments, because I do want to like address all of the comments now that we've finally got ourselves one Allthemodium star, or ATM star, I think it's actually called. We should definitely... What is this? Oh yeah, that's to get the bee base. So yeah, let me go have a look at my comments and then I'll be right back. Now here's a comment that really interests me, because I was planning on doing it anyway. I'm going to max one of these out and I'm going to stick the fission reactor right in the middle. I've decided, instead of putting it in a compact machine, because you can't get the biggest that way, it is going to go straight in the middle. I do have to turn this one off. And my plan was... This one's nearly finished. I know it isn't, because it's still got quite a bit to go. I think this is probably like another 45 minutes worth. Till it gets to 1,000. It makes me an antimatter pellet. But I really want to max out one of the fission reactors and just ignore the steam, because we don't need steam for power, because this dude up here. So unlimited power, it just unlocks so many possibilities for us. That's why I went for it first. I could just move all of this into a compact machine though. I think that's probably a good idea. Another thing that I kind of wanted to do was I should really clean my base up, because it is kind of all over the place, isn't it? So one of the things that I was going to do, so if I go mystical, so these petals are really cool and everything, but I believe, why did I think there was a way of just making these petals? Is it these ones? No, you can't make those. Oh yeah, that was it. Go. There we go. We can move. This was a really fun thing to set up, I must admit. It's completely not efficient whatsoever. But I really enjoyed doing it, because it was just like something I could turn my brain off to, and it's like, okay, I know how to do it for 1. I can turn my brain off and do it for 16 more, or 15 more, because there's 16 altogether. But again, this is ridiculously inefficient, so I think we should maybe do it efficiently, and that's probably using modular routers. Or we should just leave this, because this looks kind of cool, and I mean, it's not doing any harm, is it? You know what, I'm going to leave this down here. This is all set up, so I'm going to leave this too. I might make the guilty pool next. I don't know. I'm still debating whether to make that or what. Also, I swear there's a way with the mystical agriculture thingy. Not mystical agriculture, what do you call it? Mystical botany. I swear there's a way of getting into the Alfheim dimension. Or did I dream that? Because there's also a B dimension that I don't think is in this. I think it's another mod that adds it. I don't know if that mod's in this, but the B dimension might be quite cool to go and have a little look around in. But I think what I should do now is just start ripping stuff out. So, like, this isn't needed anymore because we don't need the power from it, and that's the only reason we'd use this, is for the power. Is there any other bits on this? Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Trash can is the last thing. Beautiful. And they can all go in our system because we also have infinite storage. So we've got, so far, ticked off, we've got infinite storage, infinite power, and we want to go for infinite create power. We also kind of want to go for infinite Botania power, because mana is technically Botania power, in my opinion. And then we also want to go for infinite Pneumaticraft power. But with Create and Pneumaticraft, there is the... So, from Create Additions... Is it called that? Is it yeah, it's called Crafts and Additions. Ah, there's Aggreditions as well. Oh, is that used for... Okay, got ya. Yeah, but there's the electric motor. So technically now we've got infinite power. We've got infinite create power thanks to this. And technically, because we've got infinite power... was it Pneumaticraft? Thanks to the... Where is it? One of these compressors somewhere. This one here. The flux compressor, which converts RF into Pneumaticraft power. We've got infinite Pneumaticraft power as well. So I think Botania is the only one that we don't have infinite power for. Thanks to our infinite FE from the, whatchamacallit, upstairs. I hope that made sense. So now that the turbine's gone, and all of my reactors are gone downstairs, my mycelial reactor, which was giving us 25 million FE per tick, by the way. Really, really, really good to begin with. I think I mentioned that last episode. I was looking at my battery thinking, is there anything else we need to remove? Because we don't need this battery anymore. And luckily, I can look in here and I can go to network connections. I actually saw this and I was like, where the heck is that? Compact machine? What's in a compact machine? I completely forgot about this bad boy. We've got ourselves a reactor in here. I forgot this was a thing. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to turn it off. If I can remember... How do I turn this off? I think it's up here. And I just do... Off. What will happen if I just break this? Probably nothing. Oh yeah, this thing takes ages to break. And... done. Got a free compact machine right here. Already got the white concrete on the floor. Looking decent. So that's that power option gone. I think that's all of the power options I have. If I click on this now, only thing on red is this, which is gone. Beautiful. And that is still outputting, which it shouldn't. Everything else is on blue. So the two things that are... Oh, that's a point. So this is just eating as much power as it can. I did put a limit on here, a transfer limit of 23 million, because we were making 25 from our mycelial reactor. But we can bypass the limit now, so it is now pulling 400,000 FE per tick. And that's just processing polonium pretty much at the exact same speed as it was previously. Because at this point, it just depends on how much polonium's going in there. But now we can just get rid of this. Hello. Oh yeah, this thing was charging me. I can get rid of that as well now, because we've got flux networks and Flux Networks is just charging me anyway, so I do need to do something about this. Need to find a good place to put it. I think it kind of deserves to be upstairs, if anything. Up here somewhere. It needs power, but it's fine. Another thing I kind of thought we should do is if we get a what do you call it? Network. Get all the stuff for my network right there. And if I get my compact machine that I literally just... I can't pick you out of my system. Why is that? I don't have any power. Why don't I have power? Oh, is it because this thing can only transfer a certain amount? Aha, that'll be it. There you go, should have power now. Maybe. What? Why do I do these things? Power should be coming from in here somewhere. Where is my up one? That is a barrel for some reason. Disk drive. There it is. Aha! That'll be it. It's because... oh, poop. I need a flux point from somewhere. I put everything in here before I... okay. Flux point. Oh, no. Interesting. This is the last save I have before explosions. I am going to restore from backup because I can't be asked to deal with the radiation right now. We literally just got to the point where we can do that. I know exactly why that happened, by the way. It's because the power to my refined storage stopped, meaning it wasn't sending any liquid into this. But we can do this, and I think that will fix it. That will do the thing that we want. In fact, the first thing we should do... I know we're not finished over here. In fact, this is probably a lot lower. Yeah. Nice. So I am just going to turn that off. The temperature has to go down quite a bit before we can do anything, but we can do this sync thing. So sync. There we go. We can stick that here. Integrated dynamics. We got one of these. We only need one of these. What was the other bit? I always forget. So fluid exporter, fluid interface is what that one's called. So let's get an exporter. There we go. Stick that like that. There's the interface. There's the exporter. What card did I use? I always forget. Integer. Okay, so variable card. Let's get one of these bad boys. Pick that up. It's got a really big number. That much. Was it on the export amount? What was it? Oh, wrong one. Export fluid amount. There we go. Should be active right now. I should definitely have water ready, just in case that's not actually working. Seems to be working. Although this isn't... If I activate this... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have activated then. Oh well. Yeah, that's now okay. So we won't get the explosion again, which is good. Because that was a bit of a pain right there. What are these things doing? Oh yeah, yeah. That's making me gunpowder. How much gunpowder do I have? Nearly 0.5 mil. Over 0.5 mil even. That's pretty good. That didn't break anything, did it? Now we're all good. Okay, right. Now that that's done, I did want to try flux. So our refined storage network is all held up in here. Why do I keep hearing fire whenever I'm around here? I swear the fire it's like telling me about is this fire. You know, the ones back here. See? Do you hear that? It's like a crackling sound. I think that's the fire that I keep hearing here. See? Unless it's in this direction. I don't know. That's just so strange. Anyway, what we were doing is... I'm going to remove this one here. If I stick that there and go... Select the network like that. And then ignore. It's filling up now. I don't know if I can remove this or not. Let's try it. Okay, it's working. Good. It didn't work previously. This is actually the second time I've loaded this back up. The first time I did all the cleanup that I did previously. That is turning itself off and on. Why are you having such trouble? You've got bypass limit. Interesting. That flux plug there is on... That's red up there. Interesting right there, because I actually changed this at the end of last episode. So obviously did a backup just before the end of last episode, which is why that's happening. So if I change that now, you having any issues whatsoever? You are. Why? You keep flickering on and off. Can you just not handle it? I'll tell you what, let's do cable. Let's do an ultimate cable, stick that there. Take you off. And I'll take this off as well. Are you flickering now? That is so strange. What's under here? Biogenerator. That's actually still getting stuff. Wow, I set that up like right at the start of the series. That's insane. What is in here? I'll tell you what, let's just get rid of these and then we can see what's in here. Okay, so we got ourselves our dimensional card. Disk drive? Oh yeah, this has got our 2 disk drives. Why are you saying you're nearly full? That's confusing. Which one? Fluid storage. Yeah, you should be fine. Whoa. We've nearly got max int worth of lava. That's pretty good. We're getting there with XP as well. I could turn this back on over here and we'll get loads of enchantments. I think I'm going to leave it for now. Now that stuff isn't going to explode, because my refined storage is off, I've been thinking about it. I might move this SPS. Well, I will definitely move this SPS. But I could put my refined storage directly in the center of my base. It makes more sense to have it in the center, doesn't it? I know I was going to put all of the trophies in here, but I think refined storage is, yeah, this thing's still here. I need to move this again, and this has still got the... Does it not show... What about if I do this? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. This has still got the reactor in there. Interesting. Is there anything else that's on this? Oh, there's a plug downstairs, which I haven't tidied up yet. This is what it looked like previously, by the way. Well, you saw it last episode. This is what it looked like. I'll tidy this up for a third time. Because as I said, I tidied all this up, and I did all the same things that I did previously. I removed the power source from here, from the controller, because I had a flux point on there. Actually, no, what I did was, I removed the entangler porter that was right here, and I put a flux point in its place, and then this thing just drained of power and didn't do anything. It was like, nope, and it just went to 0. I think I set these... Oh, hello. Bypass limit. Yeah, there we go. This has got a buffer, by the way, the cable itself, so that's why this is probably still working. I don't know. But yeah, I put the flux point directly on this, where this cable is, and it was just struggling so much. And then this exploded again, so I was like, for God's sake. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna probably between episodes now, because I'm running out of daylight in real life as well as in game right now. But I think that's what I'm gonna do between episodes now. So I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. I'll move this into the middle, and I'll build a big one. I think at the back here we can leave that for now, and we can use it as a template for when we put together a compact machine full of these. Saying that, I think this might actually be enough in here. Yeah, because this has got 1 million each as well, so that's like 10 million millibuckets worth of fissile fuel right there. I think it might be enough to power a max version of this. I'm sure we'll find out. If it's not, I don't think it will explode if it can't get enough fissile fuel. I think it will only explode if it can't get enough coolant. I'm sure one of you guys can tell me, but yeah, I'll get rid of all of these things. Unfortunately, today, we just didn't have enough time because things happen in IRL, right? I blue gritted, if you guys know what that means, one of my, well, the office, so where I'll be making my videos from now on. So what that entails is you get this like sandy paint. The paint is blue, by the way, if you couldn't tell. And you just like paint it all over the walls. So you go like, and you just paint all over the walls. But you have to put like a really thick coat on. So that all that does is when you painted it on the wall, it makes the whole wall really like rough. So when the plasterer comes in to plaster over the wall, it's got a really, really good surface to like plaster over. And it makes a really nice flat surface. Anyway, I've been doing that today. And blue grit, if you've ever heard of anybody using blue grit before, is nasty. It goes everywhere. I actually wore one of those like Breaking Bad sort of CSI murder scene suit things, you know, where it goes like over your stuff. And we had a white one, but it still managed. I'm still picking bits of blue off of me right now as I sit here. So yeah, that took a while, and we built a bit of a wall, and we did loads of stuff in the house basically. So yeah, and I'm still working full time. Yeah, I've got one more day, and then we've got like an entire week off. But I'm gonna need to like move stuff to the house and things like that. So I'm still not going to have much time to play, but I'm going to do as much as I can. I'll try and find some time tomorrow to do all the stuff that we just talked about. And I'll move... I don't know if I'll move that this thing over here. I don't know if I'll move it tomorrow. I'll move it another time, but I'll at least build a bigger reactor. Sorry, a big version of this reactor, not a bigger reactor, not one of these. In fact, this thing over here we can sort of rip down. It was just a... Look, I did a thing with big reactors. We can actually turn that off. If I can hear it properly. You off? Can't tell. I think it's off. Let's have a look. Offline. There you go. Awesome. Right. Anyway, thank you for watching. I mean, looking at the stats isn't really going to be useful because I just like wasted a bunch of time. Took me about 2 hours to do this video. Let's say 2 hours. It takes about 20 minutes now for me to load into the game. So I think JM3, you mentioned this episode is going to be my delagify episode, and I probably should do one of those episodes if I'm honest, because this save is ridiculous. I can start ripping stuff up. In fact, I already did start ripping stuff up, didn't I? But I will definitely do that between episodes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.